Hi, how's everybody doing today? Today I want to show you a cocktail that is a staple, or should be a staple in any bartender's repertoire. This is, if you learn one cocktail, this is the one you need to know. I've gone into bars before and said I'll have a martini, and believe it or not, the bartender says, yeah, really isn't that kind of bar. I look over, there's martini glasses sitting there, cocktail glasses. They have vermouth, so she literally just did not know how to make it. If it's not pouring beer or just mixing a cold drink like I'll have a gin and tonic, well, that's really hard to make. It says the ingredients in the title. This is the first and easiest cocktail to make, but it's also the easiest cocktail to screw up, in my opinion. So you need just a couple things here. Originally, by the way, the martini was a gin cocktail. So if you said I'll have a martini, the bartender would say, what kind of gin would you like in that? Nowadays, gin has sort of fallen out of favor, and vodka is the liquor of choice. So if you say I'll have a martini, technically it's a vodkatini, if you want vodka in it, not gin. Otherwise, a martini is a gin drink, so you can surprise your local bartender if you give them that little piece of information. But anyway, you need a vodka or gin. Which I have a Tito's vodka here. It's very tasty. When you're drinking it primarily by itself, which is what the martini is, you're going to taste the difference. So you might as well pick a good one. Tito's is quite tasty. You need dry vermouth. Don't make the mistake of putting sweet vermouth in this drink. That is not for a martini. Sweet vermouth goes in a Manhattan or in a lot of other drinks. But in this case, we need dry vermouth. Now, people will say, you'll say, I want a martini, and the bartender will say, well, how dry did you want that? And if you say extra dry, that means less vermouth. If you say you want it dry, that means a little bit of vermouth. If you want it extra dry, that's just a smidge of vermouth. I like my martinis dry, I would say, because the traditional recipe is really like a 3 or 4 to 1 mixture. So that's a good amount of vermouth flavor in your drink. I like to taste more of the vodka or gin. So I just use just a splash. Also, you need a bar spoon because contrary to her popular belief, let's say, due to James Bond, the martini is a stirred drink. It's supposed to be clear. You don't shake drinks that are supposed to be clear because it imparts air and froth into the clear drink, and it makes a horrible presentation. It might taste the same. It can actually water down the drink too, so that's something to be careful of. So we're going to stir. Even though I have a shaker here, that's my strainer, so that's why I'm using that. Anyway, okay, let's get going here. It is 3 ounces. I'm going to put a couple cubes of ice in the shaker here. It's a small shaker, so I'm only using a couple. But I've already got my vodka cold because I keep it in the freezer. So we're going to use 3 ounces of vodka or gin. This drink typically is, they're charging you for 2 drinks when you order a martini, so you better be getting twice the liquor in there. So a shot is 1.5 ounces, and a martini is 3 ounces. Now we're going to put in a splash of vermouth. Not very much. That might be a 1/4 ounce. I'm going to take a bar spoon, and now my ice is stuck to the side. Okay, here we go. Going to stir it up. As I said, my vodka's already, I already keep it in the freezer, so it's chilly enough. The one thing you don't want to do is over shake or stir your drink. Stirring doesn't melt the ice nearly as fast as shaking will. But you want to incorporate a little bit of water, but not much. You just want to get it cold. This one's supposed to be pretty straight. Okay, so put my shaker on top, the glass, pour it in. See how nice and clear that is? Looks like water in the glass, but it's not going to taste anything like water. Okay, there you go. Now to garnish, you can use either a lemon twist. You can use, if you're really trying to go way back, you can use a cocktail onion. I am going to use something else. I'm going to go with a blue cheese stuffed colossal Spanish Queen olive. So there you go, the Martini. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.